Hello, wait one sec. Hello, I know it's late. My god, I've been like super tired lately. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. Anyways, also, I moved my mic position, look. If you think I sound clear, one, my microphone was facing down this entire time. It was facing the table, like the front of the microphone was facing downwards. So essentially I was speaking into like the back of it. Like for the position that I have it now, it was facing the back of it. So I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. It's better now. Actually, I think I sound a lot clearer. I moved it, I turned my microphone so that the front is facing outwards. So when it's next to my head, I'm like directly or like more close to the front of it so that it can pick me up a little bit clearer, which is nice. I'm a lot louder, which is what it's like wild to me. No wonder people couldn't hear me in collabs and stuff. They're like, oh, you're so quiet. And I'm like, is it my interface? Is it because I need to turn on my interface? Is that it? Is that it? But no, apparently it's apparently it's me. So who knows? I don't know. Weird. Anyways, yeah, I was gonna do a little bit of drawing. I was a little bit chilling. How are we feeling about the new update? I have a bunch of brushes. Hello, how are you? I have all these brushes that I was going to import into CSP because I was like testing them. Oh, let me switch over actually. How are you? Was good. Not much. I'm tired. Eepy. I took a nap a little bit earlier. I like. Let me switch over. Oh, I'm over here. Wow, so small. Let me make myself a little larger. I want to be over here. Slide myself over here. There we go. You can see my brushes. What did I do? Now we all tired for real? Exactly. I don't know what's going on. I'm normally not like this tired. I think it's just back to back of not a good sleep schedule, to be honest. It's really bad. But your VTuber self looks so cute. Thank you. This is not how I normally look like. I'm just trying out new assets. The horns, the VTube studio, and yeah, I have short hair today. Yeah. So yeah, we're chilling. How are you? What you up to? Anything fun, exciting happening going on? Let me readjust this window that I'm in. I can't believe that I spent so long. Let's see. There we go, better. Okay, I think that looks better. Why am I the only one here? I don't know. There's people on Twitch too. It's late, so also I didn't post my schedule, so don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm used to, you know, people coming in whenever they want to. It's this the life. Nah, sadly my Insta account got hacked. Oh. Yeah, I think that's been happening. Some people are going like, oh no, Instagram, they got hacked. It's weird, cause like, I haven't used Instagram in a really long time, but I've heard from other people that like Instagram got hacked. I never use Instagram. I barely use it, cause I barely use Instagram because Wait a minute, I can't do that. I have to download it. How do I do this? Ah. Download. I'm downloading my brushes. I have a bunch. Yeah, apparently there was like a security breach with, what's it called? Like a lot of Facebook, and then if they go through Facebook, they can access your Instagram because everything's connected. I think that's one of the downsides of it being connected like that. Did it download? What's going on? Hello? Oh, yes. No. It did not download. Uh-oh. Download. Oh. Oh, it's zipping the file apparently. And it's gonna slowly download. Maybe it'd be better if I did. Maybe it'd be better if I did this individually, actually. That'd probably be better. I have too many brushes, they're too large. That's one of the unfortunate things about, I think, having a system that's all connected like that. Where you're like, hey, let's have everything run under the same company, and then you have like massive security breaches. Because when you have one account that you log into everything with, that means the same hacker could go into that one account and log into everything. How am I gonna do this? I sound sick! Help. Have I done ASMR content? I have, actually. I don't have an ASMR mic, but basically my version of ASMR is this. Watch. Filters. What I do is I take two gains. Well, look. I take two gains. Oh god, I'm so loud. I take two gains usually, and I like basically increase the volume, and then I try to speak really, really quietly, like this. So my interface is a little bit sensitive right now, but that's what I do, like this. It's not the best. It's a little bit meh. It's funny. I'm like, yeah, guys, ASMR. This is what I do. I just speak really softly into the mic, and I turn on my interface sensitivity by a lot. And crispy, yeah. It sounds like this. And then sometimes I do like typing, and then sometimes I do like what's it called? Let me just download these. Sometimes I do a lot of working streams, actually. You can't hear this. This is my drawing tablet. And I was gonna download a hand model. But I think everything's broken right now. What's happening? Nothing's downloading. Scanning for viruses. Oh, there we go. Nice. There we go. It's downloaded. Brushes. Make a new folder for it. I'm gonna title it July 2025. Save. Blueberries or strawberries? I like. Depends. I like if they're. Depends. I like strawberries. But if we're talking about like with ice cream, then maybe blueberries. The strawberry generally is a flavor. Like I like the flavor of plain strawberries. Like, have you ever tried the artificial flavor of strawberries? You know when strawberries taste like fake? I like that. I like the flavor of like fake artificial strawberries, like strawberry candy. But blueberry candy, I feel like that's not very common. Also, the thing is with turning up my mic interface like this, you can hear everything in the background. You can hear the wee. What's one style you won't have? Short hair. That's not true. I had short hair when I was younger. I don't know, I prefer my hair longer. At least now. Oh, you mean like? I don't know, I like everything. Braids, maybe? Like... Because, it's such a pain to take out when you want to wash your hair. That's it. That's literally the only reason. It's too much effort. It's too much effort to braid your hair. It's too much effort to take it out. I prefer just doing like one simple braid and then that's it. But like if I have to do even, you know those Dutch braids? You know the Dutch braid that goes like from the top of your head and they're really tight to the scalp and they go all the way down. Those are hard to do. I can't do those. I can only do like a side braid. That's it. I can't even do fishtail braids. My braiding skills is not the best because I can't see the back of my head and I cannot braid as something's behind me or something's like the back of me, I think. Yeah. Let me change categories on Twitch too. Sure, we vibing. Not gonna lie, I had hair that was past my shoulders and covering my neck, but now I got a short middle parted hairstyle and I kind of want dreads but won't take care of them. Yeah. I feel like one of the most difficult parts about dreads is that, to get, like, if you ever decide that you don't want dreads, it's very hard to take out. So people usually end up cutting them off. I've seen a lot of videos of, like, also they're hard to wash. Like, essentially if you want to wash it, you have to take, like, a bucket, put soap in it, and then, like, stick your head in there upside down and, like, squish it with your hands. So, there's that. And I heard that starting them is hard, but once you, like, keep them up, like, then they get longer, it's easy. Because then you just keep, like, twisting it. But, I don't know. I don't have that kind of hair type, so I do not know. Pencil. Please let me download this entire folder. Why? I like hair. I don't know. Any type of hairstyle's good, to be honest. Anything's good. Whatever's you're most comfortable with, I think that's fine. Hello, what layer am I on? I recently found this cool pen. I've been doing all my drawing with this one, this brush. I'll go to bed. I'll see you in the next live stream. Bye. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we're vibing. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, wrong layer. When I first started streaming, or not started streaming, I woke up like late today and I was gonna go to bed. And I was like, Oh man. But then I like, you know, I normally stream on this day. Right, I stream Tuesdays, but I haven't done that. I haven't been doing, like, I was like, oh yeah, you know, I want to stream 2 days a week, so I might as well just stream today. Oh, I was so close to being like, I'm not gonna stream, no, it's fine. But then I was like, but I'm gonna be busy tomorrow, and I won't be able to stream tomorrow, and I could stream Thursday, and I could stream Friday, but I can't stay up too late, because I have to go somewhere. Kinda sad. Also, has anybody seen the newest Genshin characters? Very exciting stuff. I'm looking all of them like, ooh. Like, I am so excited. Oh, some of the characters I really like the designs of. Some of them, it's okay. I mean, they're fine. But let's see. This is going to be a testing brushes stream rather than actually drawing anything proper. Because earlier I was doing a little bit of sketching. I was doing a little bit of sketching and I'm like, I need to sort through all my brushes that I added. Okay, as you can see here, I'm adding a bunch of new brushes down here. I have a lot I want to do, honestly. I've been doing art fight lately, which is what it's on this tab over here. Oh, you can't see my mouse, but it's over here. I was doing like an art fight drawing, and then I was like, and then the new Genshin characters came in yesterday, and I was like, oh, I want to draw Columbina, I want to draw Durin. Guess who my favorite characters are, by the way? Guess who the new Nodkai characters are my favorite? I love, like, oh, like, hell yeah, characters with red eyes. It's really interesting how in gacha design, there's always that one character that has like the black hair Hime cut. There's always that one character. Like, I've got Columbina with the black hair Hime cut, we've got Sparkle with the black hair Hime cut, we have like, what's her name? The girl with the ears, Miyabi. And then the other girl, I forgot her name, but she was in like, she was one of the recently revealed characters that they were saying was upcoming. And she's just a girl with the Hime cut in a school uniform. And for some reason, she was the most popular character of that reveal. That drip marketing, whatever type thing that they were doing. And it's like, wow, it's just a schoolgirl. She's like a high school. I guess, I don't know, it's really popular. It's a really popular design. It's a good design, but it's interesting. Also, my computer is lagging because I just imported 100 and something brushes into Clip Studio and now it's spinning because it's trying to load all of them at the same time. So if we crash, we're just gonna sit here. We're just gonna sit here and chill. You know what I could have done? I guess I could have drawn on my iPad, but then I was like, nah, I'm gonna import it into CSP. I'm gonna use my drawing tablet that I had basically been using as a third monitor this entire time that I never use. Like, why do I have this drawing tablet if I don't use it to draw? I just use it as a screen. I just use it as a tablet. It just sits here. Because I like drawing on my iPad. I don't know, I get more comfortable drawing on glass, and I've been drawing on the iPads. I started out drawing on an iPad. Like, I used to draw on Medibang with a it was like some off-brand type Apple Pencil, because my iPad that I was using at the time was an Apple Air of like the 3rd generation, so none of the new Apple Pencils worked with that iPad, so I had to go get an off-brand pen that said it supported palm rejection, but it didn't. It was like, it barely worked sometimes. So I would draw in like a certain way where I would have my hand, like my wrist, on the edge of the screen, so that whenever I would draw with it, the palm rejection wouldn't like glitch out when I was drawing. And then I would use my other hand to like zoom in, zoom out, do like the double tap to undo, stuff like that. And I would just draw like that. And I drew in a way that my hand would hover. So I got really good at drawing like that. So now when I upgraded to like an iPad Pro, ooh, my brush is loaded. Nice. That took a while. Holy moly. Do you see this? Do you see all these brushes that I just imported? Oh my god. Wow. I can't wait to test every single one of them. I can't wait to test every one of them. I've always wanted to get like, I've contemplated getting a tour box. I feel like Bob Ross right now. And so we draw a happy little tree. Because life is good. Do you remember those t-shirts? That was like, life is good. I think they're still in business, but I remember like back in the early 2000s, they were very popular. Oh, I like this brush. This is a nice one. I don't really adjust settings on brushes whenever I draw. Can you hear this? You can't hear my pen on the screen. I kind of wish you could, because it sounds really nice. It goes like shh. But I probably need to move my mic like closer, but you can hear it, like my pen and me doing like frantically hitting the undo button. This reminds me of like a calligraphy brush, you know, like hello. Hello. Wait. I've always wanted to learn, not calligraphy, but what's it called? Script? I guess calligraphy, yeah, like with the cool, calligraphy brush and you do like the ink work. Like that. Some people have very steady hands. And that's good. Good for them. I do not. Corsicle, hey cat, how are you? Angu. They added a new update where they let you put objects in the front and the back. So, object separation is kind of fun. Eepy had work, drank too much coffee, oof. I wish coffee had an effect on me. I wish coffee let me stay awake. Coffee doesn't do that for me. Coffee gives me headache. Coffee sad. Coffee bad. It's not bad, it's just round brush. It's just eraser. It's just mixer. These are all mixing, what the heck? Let's see here. If I... Whoa. This brush has a little bit of a watercolor edge to it. Interesting. Have I tried organic coffee? My mom has headaches when having non-organic coffee? No. I don't know what it is. I've never tried non-organic coffee. Like, I used to work at like a Starbucks and that was the only coffee I've ever tried. So I can't say. Anyone ordered mayo? Ooh, what kind of mayo? Was it like Kewpie mayo? I like Kewpie mayo. No, I haven't tried. I don't mean... I'm not a coffee enjoyer enough to be like, I'm gonna go out and buy like organic coffee. I'm gonna go buy specialty coffee. I can be any mayo you want. Haha. I don't know. I like tuna mayo. You know, like in onigiri. That's nice. How do you guys draw your cubes? I learned this way. And then you're supposed to go in and like erase. Or if you want like a transparent cube, you can do that too, but like you can do this. And if you're good enough, you can just, you know, freehand. Like that. There was this app on the DS that taught you how like the basics of animation and the basics of like kind of shapes and that. It was really interesting. I don't remember what it's called. My computer's exploding? Oof, what did you do? I learned that way to draw a cube? Yeah. Yeah, the connect stuff in the back. But I remember my art teacher used to say stuff like, taught us the basic principles of, if you want to draw something in the back, you gotta stop, hop, and continue. She had a lot of little sayings like that. It's like, oh, if you want to draw a tree, right? And you want to draw the ground, but you want to draw the ground behind the tree or draw an object, you have to like, you know, the concept of things in the, like, you know, foreground, midground, and background, stuff like that. Or when we would do art projects with like glue, she'd say stuff like, you can tell she's Southern, but she would go, just a dot, not a lot, a little dab will do you. When talking about like glue, it was very funny. I tried opening a Guilty Gear in OBS, now Guilty Gear is in full screen for some reason. You sound like you're underwater. Ooh, nice. Gosh, I like how smooth this brush feels. This brush is nice. Ooh. I was using one of these brushes earlier. I don't remember what it was. I was in this one. No, it wasn't that one. No. Oh yes, it was this one, okay. Like cardboard pencil. I was using this earlier as like a sketching brush and I was like, I was doing this last night. Like, woohoo, sketching. I don't know, for me, I have like a soft spot for like these kind of rough textured pencil brushes. They like, I don't know, they look so nice. And also they make sketching a lot easier because you're just drawing and being all like, look. Also, I think when you turn it to the side, it has a little bit of like straight on drawing versus like on the side. I think I have tilt support for this brush. Like when I tilt to the side, I think is it pressure or is it speed? I don't know what it is. Hello, yapping, yeah, yapping time, yapping ASMR. Love that. Oh, it was a great time, to be honest. It was a great time. I was like, look, let's try, ooh, zoomed in too far. I was drawing Columbina, and I was drawing Durin. He looks such a tired guy. I was drawing these two earlier. Now I'm just testing brushes. Hey, how is that? How are you? How are you going? What's up? I'm just testing these brushes that I downloaded. Wow, this is just a round brush. What the heck? Bubbles! Ooh, that reminds me. I should import my PS. I should import my brushes. Not my brushes. One of the files that I was working on, I wanted to create a desk mat for myself. I wanted to give myself a custom desk mat. Let me do that. I should import it. PSD. Personally, I like drawing chibi emotes because of simplicity and cuteness. True. Yeah, I've drawn chibi emotes. I've been drawing them. I have yet to finish drawing them because it takes a while, but I have a page. Look. These are the ones that I have planned, that I've been trying to work on, that I just have not. Also, this guy. I love this guy, Chad. He's not an emote. I just thought he was funny. So we've got, like, cheer. We've got thumbs up. I was gonna do, like, GG. I have, like, pointing, laughing. Raid. You know. I don't know what this is. This conveys an emotion that... a certain emotion. And my birdie. This is gonna be like the Vine Boom. This is Pog. This is fine. I have a knife. I don't know what that is. This is mute. Napping. Yeah. And then these ones on the top are the ones that we currently have. Oops. I had if this one had a thing where every 10 followers I would finish a new emote and upload it. I haven't done that in a while because I have just been getting so many new people coming in. I'm like, oh gosh, I can't keep up. So I haven't done that in a while, but I wanted to work on my emotes. I love drawing chibis and one of their mascots? Yeah. I'm at work right now, but I wanted to watch your streams. I'm standing in the hallway. Oof. Welcome! How are you, Belle? Welcome in. I want to send out boxes like that. Every 100 followers. That's too much. No, I'm gaining like people, but I'm not growing that fast to justify that kind of reasoning. I'll be funny, yeah. For now, I don't know. I started streaming at least somewhat semi-regularly as of March. Before that, it was very on and off. My schedule was all over the place, but I don't know. I think recently I've been doing a lot better. I said to myself, like, for a, what's it called? How do you say? Yearly, is that what it's called? A New Year's resolution. I said that I wanted to stream more regularly this year. So that's what I've been doing. I was like, I'm going to do at least 10 streams a month. I'm going to stream at least 2 days a week. And that's what I'm going to do. Let me rename this. And I think it's been doing well. It's been going okay with my current schoolwork and with how I close that. So this is my desk mat. Oh. How do I delete that? Oh well. How do I select layers? Oops. This one and this one, let me delete. There we go. I don't need those. I had it in there originally to test out the size because I don't know what size this is supposed to be for desk mats. I think the canvas size right now is 3,900 by 22,100. Yeah, I have this desk mat. Some of these I think would make good illustrations on their own. But I have this one. This one I'm really leaning towards. I have this one. I have this one. And then I have this one. If I'm away for too long, people might get suspicious. I'll watch the rest of the archive later. Yeah, no worries. The archive, the VOD will always be there for you. Don't worry. I'm just surprised that... Not even like on a break or anything, like... I'm lucky that my work does not care if I'm on my phone or not, because I can watch streams on my phone when I'm at work. 1 and 4 look nice. Which one's 1 and 4? This one? So this one? Or this is 1? I don't know. This one? This one? This is 4? This is 1? This is? Yeah. Okay, this is 1. That's 2, I guess, and this is 3, and this is 4. Hello? I hear like this buzzing noise. Is it me? Hello? Hello? What? Do you guys hear a buzzing noise, or is that me? I hear like an It might be me. I can't tell. OBS. I hear no buzzies? Okay, good, thank you. I'm like, is it me? I think I'm going insane. This sounds weird to me. Man, I had like ideas for desk mat. But I have to contemplate when drawing this. I mean, I also had these ideas too, just plain. Whatever the hell these are. Hello, Mr. Tacos. Welcome in. How are you? Hi. How are you? What's up? What you up to? Anything fun happening? Anyways, I have this brush. Or, sorry, not this brush, but this one. And I downloaded a bunch of like water-based brushes because, like, look at it. I have like, I can add bubbles, like actual bubbles. Oops, sorry, my head hit the mic. The fish art bases are so cute, fun. Miku, enjoy your spotted. Yeah, I love Miku. I'm designing a desk mat for myself. I wanted to make a custom desk mat. So I had the idea of drawing like Miku at the beach with a bunch of fish. Because I like, contrary to how I look and my entire design, my favorite color is light blue. I love the color of the sky. That's my favorite color. I love the color of the sky. So any color in the sky, usually like the light blues, to the dark blues, to the reds and the purples and the oranges and the pinks. I love all those colors. But my most favorite color is light blue. So like this color, this one, I really like that color, like pastel blues. Hence why I wanted this kind of look. But yeah, I had a couple of ideas for desk mats, and if they whatever one doesn't work out, I'll just turn into a regular drawing later in the future. They're good ideas. They're all like a little bit different, but they all involve like the water of some kind. So that's my water brush. And this is flower brushes. Okay. I downloaded a bunch of brushes and now I can't figure out what the heck each one was. Oopsies. Wow, this is so stabilized. I'm used to drawing with no resistance, so having brushes with like this kind of like heavy stability on is kind of weird to me. Hello! Hi Frost, how are you? Yeah, I'm basically just going through the entire section of assets that they have on VTube Studio, and I've just been using them, as you could tell by previous stream where I was like on the beach with my pool floaty and my hat. What are those brushes? I don't know. This is supposed to be lace. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hello. Can't really see this one. These are supposed to be lace brushes, I think, like details. Oh, the goal. Are we at 350 now? Are we? Wait. We are! Let's go! Nice! Yay! I remember when I first started streaming, or like even like 2 years ago, I was like, it's gonna take me a bunch of years to get to that goal. Like, I'm not gonna go very far, yeah. Thank you! Yay, 350! Oh my gosh. That's very exciting. I remember like it was like recently that I was like, wow, yay, 100 followers, and then now I'm like reaching like wild goals. I get notifications on Twitch sometimes. You never know if you try. True. I got like notifications on Twitch that was like, oh, you got this new achievement, and I'm like, I have. Like they have this thing on YouTube where you have achievements. Same thing on Twitch. Let me look at them. And analytics, overview, achievements. What am I gonna do? All the new fame? I don't know. Go to bed. Yeah, like what do I have? I've unlocked the ones I did recently. What was it? Have 100 viewers at the same time, which is insane. How did that happen? That was on June 2nd. I had 100 viewers at the same time. I was like, what? And I also accomplished have 50 viewers at the same time at like on the same day. Yeah. I got rated by like a big streamer once, and then it threw off my analytics for like a good month. Like every other stream that I did after that looked so bad in comparison. And I'm like, oh, it's because of the raid. But that was funny. Yeah, it was I don't remember who it was. I think I follow them. Let's see here. I follow them. I don't know. I don't remember. How do I see my follow list? I can't find my own follow list. I can see who's following me, but I can't see like who I'm following. That was cool. It was cool. It was really wild. It was a wild time. If you have 50 consistent viewers on Twitch, I think you're in the top 10%. Not even actually. If I have an average of 3, that puts me at the top 3% of Twitch. If I have like anything higher than 4, I think that puts you in the top like 3 point something, and if you have like 5, that puts you in the top 2%. It is very very like the percentage is wild. Because there's a lot of people who are streaming on Twitch. You'd be surprised. Yeah, when I look at my Twitch analytics, it's like, congratulations, you were on this top like 3% of Twitch. I'm like, oh, that's top 10% is like a large goal. That's really easy to get in the top 10%. You just have to have at least 3 viewers or more to get in the top 10%. If you want to get in the top 1%, those are the people who average like insane numbers. Like the top 0.5. Yeah, there's a lot of people on Twitch who just stream to one person, and that's themselves. But these are like people who well, it depends on their quality. Either they don't have a microphone, or they're streaming with a like a face cam, and the mic quality isn't very good, or they sit on stream and they don't talk at all. Bad advice. Brr brr. Brr. Yeah, they some people just stream gameplay and use like chat to communicate. True, but I've seen people who stream on Twitch and they don't talk at all. Like, I've gone into streams and I see people just sit there, which I don't know. If you, I don't know. I lurk on a bunch of subreddits. So one of the subreddits I like to lurk on is like the Twitch one and also the YouTube one. The one that's on YouTube is just a bunch of people talking about like, oh, this is how I grew my channel to like partnership and whatever like that. But the one on YouTube is just people going, I've been streaming every single day for 8+ hours and I'm not growing. Why? And then people go into their Twitch channel and then they're like, hey, it's because you're not talking constantly. If you only talk when people come into your stream, then no one's gonna stick around. Like, I mean, some people are willing to come in and be like, hey, hi, and then they'll say like, see how the vibes are going, because they're willing to give people a chance. They like supporting smaller streamers. But there's also other people who click in and out of streams really, really fast. And some people just don't, like, they come into stream, they sit there for like maybe a minute. If you are not saying anything in that minute, they will leave. And that's unfortunately how it is for like a lot of people. Oh my god, this pen's so laggy. Gotta do the talk and the walk. Yeah, I mean, if they're willing to be like, hey, what's going on with my stream? Why am I not getting people? Sometimes it does help having somebody just kind of, oh, a blur, to be like, hey, this is what's wrong. Whoa, bubbles. Interesting. Colorful. Streaming is like somewhere where you can just put out, I know, bubbles, very colorful. Oops, sorry, I keep hitting my microphone. It's right next to my head. Streaming is like somewhere where you can just put out topic after topic out there, even when there's no one, because people get engaged about the topic. True. That's why when I stream, I just talk about whatever pops into my head. Like when I first, like, ooh, this is a nice pen. When I start stream, sometimes, not everybody comes and like comes in right away, right? Not everybody does. The first like 30 minutes of when I stream, I don't get very many people coming in because there's like some people who just drop by until like later. But when I first start stream, like rarely anybody stops by, so you can see like I'm just sitting there, I just talk to myself. And it's easy for me to talk to myself because I've just been doing it for so long. It's the best platform for the HDE. Yeah, I treat it like my journal, honestly. This brush is really cool. It's got two ends to it. It'd be really nice for like drawing hair or something, I don't know. But yeah, I treat Twitch or like my VODs that way as like a vlog, essentially. Where I'm like, hey guys, this is what I did today. This is what I learned. This is what I'm excited about in the future. This is what I want to talk about. This is like, I talk about my hobbies, I talk about what I like doing, anything. And that's something that I had to learn, honestly. Because I remember when I first started streaming, I was like, what do we talk about? I actually used to write lists and be like, hey, this is what I did today, and I write down stuff like that. You know when you look at corners, for example? Sorry, this is off topic. Tangent. You know when you look at corners like this, or when I draw this, are you looking, is this corner protruding outwards or is this protruding inwards? Like, is it? Like, if I draw a wall, is this outside or is this inside? I see from like a worm's eye view. Is this inside the box or the outside the box? Like like a corner. Like, oopsies. I'm currently doing something like that right now. Nice. A worm's eye view. How does that work? It's also like where Spider-Man and Batman talked about it. What? It is from a certain point of view. Yeah, like I think it's like an optical illusion, right? Where it can be either inward or outward. Because people can relate to that. Yeah, like I mean, whatever I say. Star Wars reference? I haven't watched Star Wars, I'm sorry. I only watched the first movie, and that movie traumatized me because that one scene where Han Solo cuts open like a monster to go inside, to go like lie inside it because it's warm, that was like traumatizing. I was like, oh no god. And then directly afterwards he gets caught and then gets hung upside down in that ice cave. I'm like, oh. I think I watched Star Wars a little bit too young. Because there's a lot of movies out there that honestly were traumatizing. I was like, I should not have been watching that at the age of like 5. Like you're looking from the bottom of a skyscraper? Oh, true. Like if this was a building, right? And then these are like windows, right? Oops. That should be like that. Like that, yeah. I get what you're talking about, you know, like a cityscape, skyline, whatever. So many things you said I want to correct, but it's okay. About Star Wars? About Star Wars? I don't know which movie that one was. It was not the first movie. That was like the second Star Wars movie, but honestly, I think all of them kind of blend together in my head. It's Battlestar Galactica? That one? I don't know. I get some Star Wars references, like the I have the high ground, Luke. Stuff like that. But some things, when people talk about that, I'm like, yeah, I don't understand. If people make obscure fandom quotes around me, I'm not going to understand them, I'm sorry. What the heck? Oh. Pancake cooked by the dead one if I do a Battlestar Galactica reference to a Star Wars lore. I watched The Mandalorian. That was good. That was interesting. Wow. Wow. Hi Exonin, how are you? That was a good show, it was. Hello, how are you? I don't like what Disney has done with Baby Yoda. Because of the whole like, oh, it's Baby Yoda, mascot, haha, mascot, plushie. Here, do you like Baby Yoda? Do you want like him on every single piece of merch that exists out there? You're so close to 1 year, oh my god. Happy almost anniversary, like 1 month. That's amazing. You've been here for so long. Like, January, February, March, wait. January, February, March. Wait, January, February, March. What comes after March? January, wait, I have to do the January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. Those are the months of the year. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, August. August, yeah. July, August, yeah. Right? Didn't even feel it. I know. So cool. Marketable Kyo plush when? I don't know. That would be fun. Actually, I don't even know. Would you guys want like a plush? Personally, I am more for like keychains and for like pins rather than plushies. but that's just me. I would get a plush of like my burp mascot, but like if I... God, that reminds me of like last week or 2 weeks ago when I was at anime, like I was helping at a con and I was part of a stamp rally and we didn't have a stamp, so they just handed me like stuff to like draw on, and I would just be giving people like the most scuffed doodles. I would buy stickers, put them on my computer, yay! Yeah, like I was thinking of like, I don't know, making stickers of my emotes or something, that'd be cute. I was giving people really scuffed drawings. I was like, hey, what's your favorite animal? And they're like, oh, penguin. I'd be like, here you go. I do this. Like, look guys, look at my penguin. I had like a really thick Sharpie too, so this is what they would get. Yeah, penguin. It's like, what's your favorite animal? And then they would be like, oh, this. I'm like, okay. It's a matter of how fast can I draw an animal in like 30 seconds. Some of them I just revolve into muscle memory because like I've drawn them for so long. Is there an off chance you have a brush with a jaw application? No. Honey. I know, I've gotten really good at drawing some animals. Mouse. Yep. My mouse. My really scuffed mouse. You know when you learn to draw an animal and then like that's your default now? Like I can't draw anything else without it looking like that. And my doggy. A dog. Or the... Hi. Hello, welcome. Hi, Izumi. How are you? We're just yapping. Let me do it for you. I do not have a brush with a job application. That'd be very funny though. I know that there are some brushes out there where you zoom in and the brush tip is like a tiny little Shrek or something. Dougie, yeah, Dougie. But when I was doing the stamp thing for the stamp rally, I would ask people, I'm like, hey, what's your favorite animal? And they would look at me and they go, they're like, and it's always dudes. I don't know. I think guys just don't have favorite animals. Or they would freeze. They just wouldn't know what to come up with. Because I would ask girls and immediately they're like, oh, my favorite animal, hamsters, otters, like cats, dogs. People elsewhere, they'd be like, I don't know. I'm like, okay. I feel called out. You don't have a favorite animal? Like, it doesn't matter how difficult it is, at least, like, something. Ferret favorite? Yeah, ferrets are cute. I could draw ferret. Ferret. I like ferrets. They're very... Okay, I can't draw ferrets very well. They look like noodles to me. I love how squiggly this thing looks. Yep, that's a ferret. That's a ferret. 10 out of 10, guys. Rate my ferret. This is what a ferret looks like to me. They look like needles. They are needles, yeah. Or like my otter. 1,000 out of 100, thank you. Actually, I don't even know if otters have it. Otters don't have ears. That's what I've been drawing for otters. And then a little body. Otter. It's more like a beaver though. I don't think otters have like tails like that. Yeah, my otter. Oshawa, yeah. Yeah, otter. I like capybaras too. I think I drew a capybara like this. And actually, I think I don't know how to draw a capybara actually. I think they look like this. This is what a capybara is. I don't know what they look like actually. I know they look like tiny little bears, but like I have to look at a picture. A what? A capybara. Capybara. I don't know what they look like. There's certain things where I feel like I draw a lot of, and then other things that I just don't draw enough of that I cannot tell. Do I use a drawing tablet? Yes, I do. I have a Huion 13 Canvas Pro. The newest one, actually. I got this one off of eBay because apparently the person who was selling it on eBay for some reason decided to binge buy like 3 different drawing tablets and an iPad just to test them all out, which is, first of all, power move to you that you can afford all that, but second, selling them deeply discounted on eBay because you decided that in the end you enjoyed using the iPad better. And they bought 2 iPads too. They were selling the other one on eBay. I was like, oh my god, this person. The hell? What a flex. Why does everyone have this tablet? Because it's nice. I like Huion. I was comparing the differences between Huion, no, it's not Xiaomi, that's the phone company. I'm using CSP. I have it too? Nice. It's a good tablet. It's really good. Canvas. The Huion Canvas versus the Haiku. There's like 3 major brands out there, right? There's the Huion, there's the... I forgot the name of it. I know the name of the product, but it's not the name of the company. It's the Wacom. Yeah, Wacom. There's Wacom, there's Huion, and then there's also the other one. I forgot the 3rd brand. It's also like the other, what's it called? Competitive, I would say, in the competition. They're known for their drawing tablets for being like on the cheaper side. I don't even look at drawing tablet. What am I drawing? I'm just testing out my brushes at the moment. Let me look at drawing tablets for a second. We have the Wacom, yeah, the Huion, and the XP pen. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, the XP pen. Cheaper tablets are good? Yeah. I was gonna get an XP pen because those are known as like the more cheaper ones as well as the Wacoms, but because this one I bought secondhand off of eBay, this was actually the cheapest option. If you just get something secondhand off eBay, everything I own for streaming equipment is from eBay. But yeah, I was drawing Columbina earlier. I have Columbina. I have I don't know why he's slouching. I'm really excited about the Genshin update, guys. I'm like, hell yeah! Also, I was drawing desk mats too, so I have this one, I have this one, I have this one, and I have this one. I'm leaning more towards this one, but I also think this one's kind of nice. But I think I might just do this as a like an illustration. Wacom's are expensive, really? I almost said back in my day. long time ago, Wacom's actually used to be the cheapest option for getting into drawing tablets. The bamboo pad, the one without a screen, where you draw looking at your monitor and your pen is on like the tablet down and you look up, right? When you look up at the screen and you're drawing on your hand, you're not using a screen tablet. That was actually considered one of the cheapest options if you wanted to start getting into digital art. Nowadays, I don't know, some people still use the pen tablet. I like screen tablets because I like seeing what I'm doing. I'm just so used to drawing on an iPad that I cannot go to not drawing on a non-screen. I've just been drawing on iPads for so long. I started drawing on an iPad. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. I have a lot of work in progresses that I just have not finished. So, I'm not gonna finish these in the next year or so. I have this one Kave drawing, Kave from Genshin. I've been working on him for like almost 2 years now. And every single time I go back to it, I have to re-render his hair because I'm like, oh no, it doesn't look right. And then go back and re-render the hair again. I'm like, oh no, it doesn't look right. Because that's the problem with me, is that my skill improves and then I look back at older art and I go, oh wow, that sucks. I look back at it and I'm like, oh no, that sucks. I have to redo the whole thing. So then I have to redraw it. And then I like give up on it because I'm like, oh, I don't want to finish this thing. And I go back like a year later, I'm like, oh no, this sucks. I have to redo the thing. And I just end up in this loop of like constantly fixing it. Like, wow, why did I draw the face like that? I have to redo it. And then they were like, why did I draw the body like that? I have to redo it. It's a curse, honestly. It's not good. I think my problem with art is that I never know when I'm done. Sorry, I'm drawing boxes because I don't know what else to draw. Yo, you remind me of that one Wuwa character with the horns? Zanny? Zanny. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Ooh, slay. Queen. She looks so hot. Oh my god. I love white hair characters. Reminds me of that one, reminds me of this one manga I read where the character had like cockroach antennas. She got addressed by the Italian. Listen, I have like one type, and that is either they have white hair or they have red eyes. Or they have white hair and red eyes. Those are my favorite type of characters. I am probably like the simplest person when it comes to taste in characters. She got them both, exactly, my type. Flat blub brush. Flat extra streaky. Flat fast. Ooh. Texture. It reminds me of, her design kind of reminds me of that character from Arknights. I forgot her name. Lapland? No, not Lapland. She's got like white hair and I think rabbit ears? Or the horns, no. She's not W. W has a red. I don't know her name. She's got like black markings on her eye, under her eye. I don't know. I don't know any of the Arcanized characters' names because their names are just things like jellyfish, breakfast, goat. And so I never bothered to learn Arcanized names. I go on the website, I'm like, ah, nice. Wow, I love this character named Garbage Compactor. First of all, why are they named that? I'm pretty sure there is an actual character in Arknights named, like, Beetle or something. Oh, Wally. Ooh, what the heck? What is this? I heard Garbage Compactor and immediately thought of Wally. Is Wally still relevant? This is an interesting brush, actually. It kind of... That's interesting. It has like an edge. Wally is still relevant to me. That one scene from Wally with the people in the moving chairs and everybody's just kind of like on this flying planet watching TV all day. First of all, I feel like it's a very satirical take on like Americans. And second, it was like, what do they call? Like a mind beam into the future. Hey homie, what you drawing? I'm playing around with these brushes that I downloaded. If you could see behind my head, I downloaded all of these new ones, but I'm just testing them, seeing what I like, because I like basically getting new brushes and testing them out. But yes, earlier I was drawing Colomina, and then I don't know if anybody's seen the new Genshin character from Not Cry, but yeah, looking forward to that. Also my Miku desk mat, look at her. Very cool, very pretty. Damn, that looks really good, thank you! Yeah, we're doing a lot of just sketches today. I was drawing animals earlier. Look at... Hamster. Hamster. Like 2-year-old drawing. If no one's ever seen an animal in their life. How much do brushes matter in drawings? Sorry, I don't know a ton about it. I don't think brushes really matter in drawings as long as you find something that you're comfortable with. So it's a matter of feel rather than look. I mean, for some people they find, like, some people prefer round brushes, some people prefer angled brushes like this one. This is goldfish. These are goldfishes. Goldfish matter. Brushes can make it easier for you to draw, too. What's the difference between round and angled? Basically just the finish. Like, this is a round brush, so when you draw, it looks like that. Usually it's a little bit tapered at the end, so like, it starts off narrow, gets thick in the middle, ends narrow. This is more of a rectangular brush, so you can see how it's like angled. So when you draw one side like this versus like this, it's wider, versus this one, it's like round always. Round brushes are pretty good for like coloring, for drawing wrinkles. Some people prefer them. Flats are good for like specific types of angles or like drawings, like specific types of wrinkles. But circles are really good for just general large areas. Flats are a little bit more for like line art maybe, and for like hair. There's also like mix of different types of brushes too, like this one where it's like an edge brush where you see the edges around this side are blended versus this side. So it's like blended on one side. That's good for like rendering. What the heck? Oh. Okay. It's just a matter of personal preference, honestly. Sometimes you can have like oval brushes, you can have like angle brushes, like triangle brushes too. It just doesn't matter. Like personally for me, I really like drawing with oh, it's not here. I like drawing with sketchy brushes, so like one of my go-tos is like this one. Just for like sketches, I have like this one that I like doing for like line art. A little bit of like a pencil texture, but from like narrow far away, it's like that. These are good for line art. I have these. They make triangle brushes? Yeah, they make brushes with any size tips. But it's nice to test out. So when I move, do you see the outline of this brush when I make it huge? Do you see the shape? This is what is technically a triangle brush. It's just got a little bit of a jitter to it so that when you draw it's randomized. But that's more of like a... This is a triangle brush. Triangle brushes are a little bit unique in that they look like that. So they're very angular, but then sometimes they have like parts in the middle where it's a little bit narrow. So they're good if you like have a mangaka kind of style where you do a lot of very fast lines and your ends right here are thicker. So they're really good for mangaka kind of styles if you want to draw like that kind of style. We're having very fast lines and very limited, what's it called, line art? It's very fast thin lines. I think triangle brushes are really nice. Hello, Amik-sama. Welcome. How are you? Welcome in. Sorry, we're just testing brushes. I'm just seeing how I feel about them. This is nice. I have not been putting the brushes that I like in a specific folder yet, but I think I'll go back. I don't know if you can tell, but I have so many brushes. Experiment. Were I a traditional artist before this, or was I always electronic? I've always, well, I started off traditional, doing pencil, graphite, and watercolor, as well as colored pencils. I really like colored pencil drawings, but then I switched to digital in maybe 2019, 2019, yeah, around then. But before then, I've always been drawing traditional. Like I have a sketchbook, and I used to draw like, I didn't draw anime, or I didn't draw a lot of anime. I was more of like a very traditional artist where I would draw like still life. I would draw still life and I would draw animals. Like I really like drawing birds and just still life paintings with colored pencils and watercolor and flowers and stuff like that. And then I was like, I should draw anime art. So then I switched over to digital and I started drawing like anime art. What is this? Oh really? Why do I have this brush? Why did I download it? Huh, I don't know. Questions that I will never know. What was this? Oh, this was a nylon brush, yep. No. Bubbles? Oh, like really tiny bubbles. Pearl brush, okay. Oh, what was I talking about earlier? How long did it take to make the jump to digital? Digital stuff seems very overwhelming. Yeah, when I first started CSP, I was like, I don't know what this looks like. It wasn't that hard. I first started with Medibang on the iPad, using like a non-Apple pen. I started drawing with, gosh, I don't remember the exact name of the pen I was using, but it was like some sorry, I hit the mic. Some off-brand, like, not Apple Pencil, but it was an off-brand pen that would work on a iPad screen, because I had a really old iPad. I just wanted something that would work as a pen instead of my finger, because for the longest time I was drawing with my finger on an iPad. So, don't do what I did. I started drawing off with my finger on an iPad, and then I switched over and I bought an actual pen, a caved, and then 4 years later, drawing like that, when my pen started breaking down, I finally decided to be like, you know what, I'm going to go buy an iPad Pro. So I retired my old iPad and I got an iPad Pro, and then I had the Apple Pencil too. And then I just started drawing on that. And then I got Procreate, so my life has been so much easier after I switched to Procreate. And then after I had my iPad for a while, then I decided to jump to CSP on the desktop and get a drawing tablet. So I started off on the iPad doing like iPad drawings, and then I switched over to drawing tablets. So my digital art journey is not very conventional. It's just been a series of like moving to different software. Ooh, brush. Oh, this would be nice. For like water surfaces, I think that's what I had it for. This is a texture. This is a triangle brush, another one. Triangle brushes are actually really good for wrinkles, like clothing, rendering clothing in particular. That's nice. Let me drag this. You know what? I'm just gonna start dragging brushes that I like into like another folder. But yeah, no, I started drawing with an iPad, so drawing digital wasn't that hard for me, because Medibang's pretty easy to use. I wouldn't recommend it now though. Medibang kind of sucks, because they put so many ads. If you're gonna start drawing like on a free digital app and you don't want to pay for Procreate or anything like that, I would recommend Ibis Paint. There's a lot of brushes out there that are free through the QR codes, and this the community is really nice. If you watch, I think, an ad, they make you watch like a 15-second ad every 4 hours, and you can unlock all the brushes that are considered their premium, and then you can just work. And then they have like a little banner ad at the top that you can just ignore. I know a lot of people who work drawing using that. What about Krita? I personally haven't used Krita, so I can't say, but I've heard good things about Krita as well as like Fire Alpaca. Fire Alpaca is the same company that made Medibang. But I've seen a lot of people use Ibis Paint. But when I was first researching like drawing apps back in the day, yeah, that was on the list of like ones that people recommended. You know, when they said realistic sharpener, I was expecting something a little bit more kind of like a pencil brush, but this is just a round brush. I like Krita, but it feels a bit awkward compared to CSP. I've never used Krita, so I don't know. I've also never used Paint Tool Sai, so I can't say. I've always used CSP on desktop, so... And that's about it. Like, there's a lot that I think Medibang does that Procreate doesn't do, and then there's some things that Procreate does that Medibang doesn't have. Hello, Holy Diver, welcome. How are you? Oh, you were here. But hello, thank you for the follow. Okay, there's a lot of brushes like this on the CSP store that look like this. They're just round brushes with a different feel. Thanks for all the wisdom. Yeah, no worries. Ooh, this is nice. Oops. This is interesting. I like that brush. I'm used to drawing with brushes like this, with there is like thicker and then narrow in the middle with like a speed tone to it. I like brushes with not a lot of pen pressure too, because I come from a background of Procreate and drawing on the iPad, so when I draw, I like drawing very lightly, and I want that to be my max pressure. Like, if I can't get a decent line using the lightest pressure, I usually don't enjoy that. So my pressure curve looks like an insane curve. But that's just me. Some people press really hard into their drawing tablet. Not so much for me though. That is a sleek brush. Starry Sky, ooh. Text ink. Text paint. Okay. Text sketch. Thorpe. Whatever that is. Vibration. Ooh, oh, I remember this one. It's like, whatever the heck this does, it just makes things blurry. Hey. There. One of the things that we're missing is a really good animation software. I found OpenTunes, which looks amazing on paper, but it's so buggy. I'm still upset about that. OpenTunes. I know CSP has an animation part to it. I haven't tried it though. I've been using Procreate's animation. I don't have Procreate Dreams, I just have regular Procreate, but I've been using like its simple basic version of its animation parts. It's okay. I don't know if you've ever heard of the app called Sketch. What's it called? Flip a Clip. Flip is pretty nice. You do have to pay for the full version if you want like unlimited files and if you want to change your color of your onion skins, as well as export to like other formats, not GIFs. Like if you want to export as MP4 or stuff like that, and you want to add music, those are all separate things you have to buy, or you can buy the full pack for I think like $10. So there's that. It's been considered. Tried it out, but it's not on desktop. Yeah, that's a thing. It's only on Mac. What I really wish we still had was on the 3DS. There was this one app, game called, I forgot the name. There was this really cool animation game on the Nintendo DS 3D. It's like Sketch something. Flipnote, yeah, Flipnote. I've seen people create insane art on Flipnote. So I think what we're missing is an app that works like Flipnote. It was very simple. It was very, like, basically it had like 5 at most tools. It was like an eraser, like a pixel brush, a normal brush, and this is the DS, so everything kind of looked pixelated anyway. They had like a normal brush, you could change the size of the brushes. They had a fill tool, and that was it. No lasso tool, no eraser. Well, they did have an eraser, but like, you know, no masking, nothing like that. You had the ability to copy and paste previous, what they called, slides? Previous screens. I don't know the name for it. What are they called? What do you call those things? So I'm like, my brain thinks of slides. Have a nice night. Gonna hit the hay. Gonna look forward to future streams. Thanks again. No worries. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for chatting with me. Have a good night. Wait 1 second. Let me tuck you in. Good night. Oops. Good night. Thank you for stopping by. Frames, yes. Yeah, frames. So when you could copy and paste previous frames, and then you could erase parts that you didn't want and you could draw over, or you could onion skin and just draw over it again. But it was really easy with Flipnote to just copy and paste and just like move them over to this side. Like you could like move the whole frame, maybe like a little bit to the side to like convey movement, and then all you have to do is just redraw like some motion or like the eyes or whatever to like blink. So because of the simplicity of the app, and it was very lightweight, it was on the 3DS, people really liked it, and you could add your own music to it because you could connect to the internet on the 3DS. So like there was a very big community around Flipnote Studio. And then Flip was based off of Flipnote Studio. I remember people like trying to create something that was very like reminiscent of it, but with maybe a little bit more tools. But it's hard. What I want is basically something like Flipnote Studio. OpenToon says rigging shaders, big brushes, and 3D was used by Studio Ghibli. I've heard, but apparently OpenToon is very expensive. Oh, I have all these ruffle brushes. I think, what is this? What is this? I don't know if this is clouds or this is supposed to be like ice. It's free but buggy as hell. You might be thinking of Toon Boom. Oh, okay, probably. Are these ice cubes? I don't know. I'm probably thinking about Toon Boom. Honestly, there's a lot of programs out there. This one is a really nice color mixing. It's just laggy. color mixing. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of experience with animation. What's it called? Animation drawing? Like animating in general. Like when I use Flip-a-Clip, the most I would draw is I made this really cool effect with like a reverse mask gradient where I drew like gold patterns and then I drew a bowl. And then I moved it so that every frame it would look like you had like molten lava kind of like going through the cracks in the bowl with the mask. That's the extent that I've used animation for. Also just basic things like you know, like the ball drop animation. Stuff like that. But when it comes to like actually animating things, I have not. I've just done jerry rigging with tweening in DaVinci Resolve for my intro. If you've ever seen my intro, that is done by tweening, and I just took the images and I just moved them around with the tool. I was like, okay, at this nodule, it's gonna like be at this position, and then at this time it's gonna move over here, and at this time it's gonna move over here, and it's just gonna repeat over like a course of 5 seconds or something. And I've tried drawing like emotes for like GIFs for like my you know, animated emotes. I've tried drawing those. I've realized that it takes forever to draw. If you think that drawing emotes took a long time, drawing animated emotes takes even longer. Because it's like drawing multiple drawings at the same time. Yeah, 2D animators scare me. Yeah, they do. People who animate by hand and are able to draw fast? Yeah, not me. Maybe if I was drawing like a stick figure, like running, like... like... stick figure running, I could draw that, but... full-on animated illustrations? No. That's too much. That's why, like, I greatly respect animators. Great place to start? Yeah, they do say if you want to draw animation, the first thing that you should learn is how to draw like a walking animation. So that you get a feel for the, what do they call it? Like the starting pose. And then you want to draw the motion. And then you want to draw like the finish. Like the follow through. Stuff like that. It's a good way. And what was it called? The 8 Basic Principles of Animation. Have I seen those Stickman fight videos? Yes. That was what I grew up with. Seeing those like stick fight figures. Drawing. There was a game based off of that. I forgot what it was called. But I remember seeing like a bunch of those on YouTube where like a guy would... Do you remember those videos? It used to be like a thing on YouTube a long time ago where a guy would draw like a little stick figure and then the stick figure would come to life, and then it was like a picture of like this guy drawing with like, he would have the camera with his own hand, and then the stick figure would come out of the screen out of the paper that he was drawing on, and then he would draw things to like fight the stickman figure, and then they would like battle with like him and his pencil and the stick figure with like other tools that it would pick up. I think he's still going with that stuff. That's so cool. It's like how people on YouTube used to make Rugold machines for like songs. What are they called? Ruberg machines? Rugold? The ones where they'd make music. you drop something off like an edge, and then it goes like, yeah, the marble machine stuff. Like it goes down and then like here, and it hits another thing, and it goes down. Stuff like that. I forgot what it was called though. It would like, you put a marble and it rolls down this thing, and then it hits like a cup, and it would roll into the cup. The weight of the cup would tilt the cup to the side, and then the marble would like roll onto another thing, and it would keep going into like another cup, and it would keep going, and it would like trigger a bunch of other things, and it would like hit like a marble that's already sitting here, and then the other marble would start rolling, and it would just continue. It's like physics. Very cool. Heck, why is this brush so angular? There's a name for it. They're like Rube Goldberg machines, I think. But there's also the other one called the the Rudy Goldberg machine. There's another one called the Wintergatan, which is essentially, imagine a piano. And every single piano had like 500 marbles each key. Every single time you played a note on this piano, this marble would drop and it would hit that string, and the string would play the note. Instead of a hammer, it was literally a marble. I think it was called like the Wintergatan. It would either hit like the string, or it would hit, I think, a metal bar that would create a noise. And it sounded really cool. It sounded like a bunch of like little plink, 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 plink. Interesting, I feel the lag would throw me off. Yeah, I mean, it's not the point of the lag, it's just that as you're playing, you would hear it like play. And then you would hear the sound. It was very cool. Very interesting project. Is it the same brush? What the heck? Oh. Are these the high quality PNGs of just clouds? Lurking? No worries. I'm about to go to bed soon. It's 2 a.m. Did I see the piano powered by paintball guns and the shouts of the targets? No. Okay, yeah, these are all cloud brushes. No, I did not. But I've seen like similar things out there that are just interesting. Like I don't know, one of the most instruments that I really enjoy, the hurdy-gurdy. The hurdy-gurdy sounds funny. There's a lot of weird instruments out there. There's one that I saw that was like, imagine a guitar with a piano built into it. That's an instrument. There is like instruments that just look like 3 instruments mixed together into one. It's really interesting. I don't know, there's a world of instruments out there that just exist. Like the well, it became popular because of Your Lie in April, but there's one called like, I forgot what it's called. It looks like a piano, but you have to blow into it to create noise. So when you blow into it, it goes like doo doo doo. It's like a kid's toy. And that was interesting. I forgot the name of it. Dots. Line. Dots. Dots. Okay. I feel like they should go into my hatching section. Yeah, my ruled. Hatching? Yeah. The world of music is very cool. I remember recently, or not recently, but I remember a long time ago I saw this really cool brush out there that was about, not brush, oh my god, my brain. It was a piece of paper with a bunch of holes in it, and when you fed it through the machine, it would play the notes that were on the holes, but anywhere else that didn't have a hole, it would not play that note. So essentially it's like a piece of sheet music that was just a big piece of paper. And they don't make them anymore because they're just vintage. But that used to be a type of music, how things were played instead of record players. You would just stick a piece of paper into it and then you would spin the handle and you had to like sit there cranking the thing to play music. So you can understand why it didn't exactly pop off. Because it was a hassle to use, but for a while people used that. It didn't use electricity. And it was great. Let me stick my cardboard pencil into there. Lines, lines. Reminds me of the punch card computers. Ooh. Gosh. When people used to punch in and out to work. I always find that really interesting. Like sometimes we use terminology from like an older time that is no longer relevant, but we still use that word because of the history. You're like, oh, I'm going to go do my timesheet. Like, we don't actually use timesheets nowadays, but they still call them timesheets. Or I'm gonna clock out. Stuff like that. Gosh, I really like... There's no lag on this brush. It feels so nice. Wow, I love when brushes have zero lag. And they don't have stabilization at all. They're so nice. Look at this. Let me just stick that in there too. Yeah, I think that's my favorite type of brush. Just ones that don't have lag. Just sketching vibes. I really like this brush too. The texture on it is nice. Look at it. Ooh, crispy. The other day I realized I can use the lasso tool to do coloring. Yeah. This is good if I want to draw like really thin details, but like as a sketch. But most of the time I find myself reaching for like this is my line art brush. Most of the time I find myself reaching for like a brush that... Okay, that brush doesn't work as a very large angle. Where is it? I like brushes that can go like large and also very small. which is why I like drawing on Procreate, because I have this one specific type of brush. I have a really, really nice brush on Procreate that I just cannot replicate on CSP, so it doesn't matter how many brushes I test, it just, this one is the closest I can get to it, but it doesn't have the pressure, like the same feel as that brush. Like, I don't know, it's like a really nice G pen that I have on Procreate. Mind blown, I'm not very bright now. It was worth the clippy points I paid for it. Even though I never use it in drawings. Like, I always default to like this brush. Recently I've been drawing with this one, which I feel like I should put in my sketch. I wish there was a universal brush size for my, me too. Like, I love Procreate and I love the brushes on there, but sometimes I wish I could take CSP brushes and put them on Procreate or vice versa. Like, I want my CSP brushes on Procreate and I want my Procreate brushes on CSP. Because like, look, this is my rendering brush. I really love the rendering on CSP. These brushes, the CSP brushes, are so nice. Like, look at the blending, look at the color blending. Like, I've got color mixing too, so that when you mix colors, like for example, if I take a blue and then I mix it with the red, wait, where's my red? You get purple, right? You get a really nice mix. You can actually blend colors like palettes. And then depending on like how light you press versus how heavy, it'll blend into the surrounding colors. Because right now my background is white, so when I blend the edges, it'll become white. But if I do this lightly, it'll start mixing this green and the red together, and the background it'll take from this too. So it mixes depending on the pressure, and it's really, really nice for rendering. Or like, this is my marker brush. This marker brush is really good for example, if I'm coloring like a piece, right, and doing like a big flat color, it also mixes the edges. Like if you draw slightly, it'll get lighter, and then you press hard and it does the base color. So these are really, really nice for rendering and drawing like wrinkles, or like clothing or skin rendering, just any type of general rendering. It's really, really good for. So these two are my favorite type of rendering brushes on CSP that I can't get anywhere else. Like, I have something very similar on CSP, but sorry, not CSP, Procreate, but it's not the same. It's not like the same kind of rendering quality that I get on here, which is very sad. I was like, I wish this was universal. And I tried converting the settings over, but the settings between programs is also very different, because you have things in Procreate that you have access to and things that you just aren't as equivalently like able to tweak on CSP. Because for example, on CSP you can what's it called? On CSP, I believe you can change brush tips as well as like the line quality, but you can't like tweak like very specific things. Like for example, if I wanted to adjust the jitter, you can only do it within a certain range. Meanwhile, on Procreate, you can do it like on a range of like 5. Yeah, Apple. So I just want to show you guys like the rendering capabilities on this thing. I just want to render an apple right now. Yeah, the blending's really nice. Which is why I really like coloring on CSP, but sketching and stuff, not so much. Yeah, it feels like oil paint, essentially. If I want to put more yellow down, I press harder, and I can blend it out more. Stuff like that. So for me, who kind of started drawing using pastels and all that, this feels most satisfying to me to color like this, but yeah. I don't know, I've been playing around with different types of rendering. Because sometimes, like, you know the way I color things? I don't know if you guys have seen my art. I have a very, like, blended watercolor kind of style. And it's because of these brushes that I draw like that. I just really like blending. Have you ever went and tried miniature painting? No, not really. I just wish that these brushes were larger. No, I haven't tried miniature painting, but I've seen other people do it. Like the clay type. Like miniature clay. I get YouTube videos on that. It's like making miniature clay objects. I'm like, oh, that's cute. What would you do with that? But they're very cute to look at. I think if I want to make like custom keycaps, right? I think they would make really nice custom keycaps and stuff. And getting feeds of Warhammer stuff, how they paint is really interesting. Ooh, yeah. I think looking into how concept artists draw is really interesting. Yeah, Pikachu keycaps. I've been looking into like, well, first of all, the Arcane art book, yeah. I don't know if I would get a custom mechanical keyboard anytime soon, because I like my current mouse, or sorry, not mouse, but I like my current, what's it called? Keyboard? It's like my old Apple keyboard, but it works, it functions. I really like it. But if ever in the future I wanted to upgrade, yeah, the Mac keyboard. It works. It's going strong. Nothing wrong with it. I really like it. But if ever in the future I wanted to get like a cute keyboard with like the nice keycaps and the LED lights and all that, like the gamer keyboard, I would want a set of like these really cute cat keyboards. Is the 90s bulky keyboard? No. It's called the Magic Keyboard, look it up. It's an old version of the Magic Keyboard though. But there's these really cute cat keycaps that look like this. Let me try it. They look like this. And then down here is like the sorry, it's hard to see. This is A. Hey, Furin, how are you? So each keycap has like these ears that stick out, and it's like molded into the background of the keycap. So you imagine you have a whole keyboard of this set, and they're so cute. And I was like, you know what? If I ever get a keyboard, that's the kind of keycaps I want. Pretty frustrated, estimate. I hope it goes better for you. The molded one? Yeah, the cat. Average Dead by Daylight experience. Oof. That's why I don't play. I don't play rage games. I'm surprised it doesn't hurt when you press it. This? The cat keyboard? Why would it? Let me go look and find a picture so that you know what I'm talking about. They're not raised or anything, they're flat. They're called MAO. Mao shape. Here, let me paste it into here. Oh. They look like this. So each one has like a little ears. Yeah, these. If I ever get a custom keyboard, this is what I want. My main problem with mechanical keycaps like this is that they're huge and chunky. Like, I like my Apple keyboard because it's thin. Like, let me show you an example. This is so high compared to my current keyboard. My current keyboard is flat. My keyboard looks like this. This is my keyboard. It's so flat. So this height, when I'm used to like typing on this, is so different. I like mechanical keyboards, but they're loud and annoying. Yeah, that's why I wanna I've been looking into switches, quiet switches. I think the specific one I was looking at is the creamy Otemu. The Otemu Creamy Peach is the one I'm looking at specifically in particular. It's like 8 millimeters. Yeah, the keys themselves are not very high. And I like that. I like the feel, like laptop keys versus this. Why get a mechanical keyboard at all? Because of the look. Look at this. Would you not want a keyboard that looks like this? It's for the aesthetics. Aesthetic purposes only. I want a low profile key. I want a low profile mechanical keyboard, but they only come in one size, one height only, so I'd have to like, I guess, get it custom made, which is difficult. Because that's expensive. Or just deal with it, I don't know. I like haptic keys. Mechanical keyboards always have switches that either push down until a certain point until it works. Depends on the switch. Some switches have a lower action point. Or a higher action point, I forgot what the name is, but depends. Yeah, it depends on the switch. Mechanical keys mess me up with the reaction times. Depends on the switch, honestly. Some people have, like, especially the Cherry series, the Cherry Silvers are very quiet, but they're so sensitive. Like, I don't know if you've ever tried using silver, Cherry Gateron Silvers. Yeah, they instantly press. There's the fastest thing you could ever type on, which is really bad if it's good for gaming. I think you would put them on the WASD keys, but you would not want that on your entire keyboard because how you type on that thing, they're so mushy. Like, you accidentally hit those keys all the time. If you were like your whole keyboard, yeah. If that was your entire keyboard, you would mistype all the time. Yes, very sensitive. I use a mouse with a frictionless scroll wheel. Very sensitive. Wow. I have like the cheapest mouse ever. Not cheap, but it's nice. I have the HyperX. It's very light. I looked up mouse for small hands, and it only has like an RGB scroll wheel and like a right and left click and then a button in the middle. that changes the DPI. Dots per like inch, like how fast the mouse moves. And then 2 side buttons on the side. Which I like. It's nice. It works. My mouse is 20-ish buttons, oh my god. Are you one of those people who has the mouse with like the number pad on the side? 17, I can't imagine. What would you do with all those buttons? The MMO mouse. That'd be nice. Can you imagine just replace the Stream Deck with like mouse buttons on the side? I feel like I would accidentally click it though. Because I have 2 buttons on the side and one of them I use for switching screens, windows. I forgot what it does. It's like a tab view. So when I press the button, I can see all the screens I have. It like zooms out and I can see the desktop and I can see all the windows at the same time. The second one, I believe I have key to the letter J, because if I do push to talk in games, I usually key that to the letter J. So it's my push to talk button that I rarely use because I don't talk to people in games. It's so inconvenient to play MMOs normally. Yeah. I mean, like, games where you... What's it called? Like, for example, League of Legends, right? Where you have stuff queued to, like, Q, E, R, F, G, V, C, Z, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, stuff like that. I think it's a little bit hard to remember what goes where. So having, like, maybe buttons on the side of your mouse would be easier? I don't know. There's always a set of abilities for keys 1 to 12, and there's also the F1 to F12. Yeah. F1 to F12 is very out of reach. Pressing them messes my movement and camera. I do not play enough MMOs. Like, my MMOs that I usually default to only had maybe at most like the Q and E for special abilities, and then for like hot swapping for like potions and weapons and all that, it was just the number pad, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or what, the top row? On my keyboard, it's the top row of like keys. I like how I got no drawing done. Oh, I only play Mabagoni? Oh, that's why. It's Mabagoni. That's why it's Mabagoni. Hello, how are you? How have I been? I've been good. I'm good. Yourself? I'm good. Yeah. You know, just the usual. Work. Chillin'. School been... I'm almost done with school. Well, this semester at least. So, I'm looking forward to that. That's it. I have a project due this weekend. One last final project and then I will be free. For this semester at least. I think I start school again. My fall semester I start. When do I start school? In September? You seem like you'd have a cat. I wish. No, I live with my parents and my mom's allergic, so no. I do not have a cat. I want one. Yay, yeah, yay. No, not that one. My cat bullies me, oof. I would have a cat. My favorite type of cats are the tuxedo cats and the calicos. I love calico cats. That's my favorite type of cat. I like calicos. My Gamble is that she's a calico. Ooh. I feel like with calicos, you either have like an in-between of they're either dumb because they're like part ginger, or they're just, you know, they have their own personality. You know, I rarely ever do line art on the drawing tablet because I don't like the way the line art pens work. Whoa. I don't know, I have yet to find a brush that I enjoy for line art specifically. I only like Tuxedo Cat because of Maxwell. Maxwell? Who's that? I feel like I know that is. I don't follow up on cats. I bought a drawing tablet, but I don't want to spend money on a tablet with a screen. It was a bad decision. Yeah, that's why I got a drawing tablet with a screen. Me too. Gosh. Oh my god, I keep pressing Z instead of Control Z. And it does that like zoom in thing. It's annoying. Drawing. Line. Maxwell the cat? Let me look it up. Who is that? Oh. Oh, the meme. The ooh yeah oh, oh, cat. That cat, yes. That's what I know the cat, that ooh yeah. Oh my god. I don't like these line brushes. I wish I was on my iPad to do the line art. Because they don't look right. Thank you for the head pats. They don't. Okay, my main problem, look at this. It's too thick in the middle versus the edges. I want it to be like a consistent line. I'm gonna go to bed because I have a migraine. Sleep well? Yeah, I should go to bed. Like either my pen pressure is too high or like this type of line I want. Like slightly thick in the middle but not too thick, but all my brushes are just not working. I probably have to adjust the settings or something. I think this brush, the Drawing Hard, is the one I have tried to export over from Procreate, and then the settings are at least like somewhat similar to it. But I think my main problem with this brush is that the ends aren't tapered enough for my liking. So it ends a little bit too roundly. Like, if I can get a brush that's like a mix of like this type of like fade at the end, but with like this kind of variation of thickness when I press really hard but not too hard, I would be happy, but I cannot. I'm very picky with my things. I know exactly what I want, but I just can't find it. And is that the definition of being picky? If you know what you want, but like nothing is like working with it. And it's not even an impossible standard. It is possible. It's just whatever current limitation this is, I have to like tweak. Wow. I'm gonna draw the same line 50 times. I should probably go to bed. I have to get up early tomorrow. I have a dentist appointment in the morning. Oh my gosh, I'm actually doing line art. For the first time. Rather than just, let's go in and we're just gonna rough ink, like, how it's gonna look, and then I draw over it. And then I do it again. And I have to reline it. I've been trying to do this thing though, where I'll at least line the important bits. Like I'll line art the face, for example, and the hair. Like I'll do the face, the hair, and probably like the details of the clothes and the hands. But for like other parts, like I'm not gonna go in and draw like this part of her hair, right? I'll just draw the outlines of everything and then draw like slight lines, good for guidance. And then I go in with the what's it called? The paintbrush? Not paint. And then I color it over so that at least I know where my lines are going. I think that has been working a little bit better for me. I might just finish this on my iPad. I'm gonna have to like send it back to myself, draw the line art, and then send it back to here so that I can render. That might what I have to do. Like when people do it in Photoshop. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed. I feel like I have to get up early in the morning tomorrow. Bye. Good night. Thank you all for stopping by. I'm gonna go to bed. It's like almost 3 a.m. and I am gonna get 4 hours of sleep because I have to wake up at 7. I mean, my dentist appointment is at 9, so I need to leave at 8. Good night. Yeah, thank you for all stopping by. It was nice chatting. Glad I had the opportunity. I'm gonna go to bed. Good night. I'll say who. Wow. Good night. I'm looking through the raid channel, and wow, there are no VTubers streaming at this time, or they do, but they're just not English speakers. So I gotta go to bed. Bye.